If you're looking for a hybrid mattress and you have no idea what kind to get, Helix is always a great place to start. They have a wide range of hybrid mattresses that range from super soft to super firm. And today I want to talk about the Helix Core line of mattresses and the 6 models found within this line. I'm going to talk about each model one by one, how it works, its firmness, its construction, and help you find the right one for your situation. Let's get to it.
Let's go.
So before we get into the individual models, let's give an overview of these Helix Core mattresses and the similarities between them. And first off, with all these mattresses, you have a choice of cover, either a Breathe Knit cover or you can go with a Glaciotech's cooling pillow top. Breathe Knit cover is going to come included with Glaciotech's cooling pillow top. It's going to cost a little bit more. And with all these mattresses as well, you're going to have some tall supportive coils. It's going to give some good balance to these mattresses and some good support as well. But the main differences between these mattresses are going to be found within the comfort layers. The materials found there are going to make these mattresses firmer or softer and a better match for different sleeping positions. So let's start off with the softest model in the Helix Core line, the Helix Sunset mattress. Now on our firmness scale, this scored a 5.5 out of 10, definitely softer than average. Inside this mattress, to give it that kind of soft feel, right on top, you're gonna have some copper infused memory foam. It's gonna help with cooling. It also offers some great pressure relief right on top of the mattress. Beneath that, you're gonna have 2 layers of Helix responsive foam with a kind of softer feel overall, again, to create this kind of soft feeling with this bed. Now, speaking of overall feel with this mattress, right on top, with that memory foam right on top of the bed, you're gonna have that kind of slow moving feel you get with memory foam. But at the same time, as the name suggests, the Helix responsive foams are gonna add some bounce to this mattress along with the coils as well. But speaking of sleeping positions, probably a little bit too soft, I think, for back sleepers. Back sleepers want something closer to medium firm, and there are some medium firmnesses with these other mattresses. But for side sleeping, it is ideal. It is the softest mattress in this line, and side sleepers definitely do better with softer mattresses. But at the same time, being a softer mattress, not the best match for stomach sleeping. If you sleep in this position, you're gonna want one of the firmer models from Helix. Next up, we've got the Helix Moonlight mattress. This is also at the softer end of the Helix mattress line. And for me to score close to a 6 out of 10, just a little bit firmer than the Helix Sunset mattress, but it is still a very soft mattress. Right on top, you're gonna have some soft Helix dynamic foam. This is a kind of latex-like material that has some very good bounce and some good pressure relief as well. And beneath that, similar to the Helix Sunset, 2 layers of Helix responsive foam. This overall gives the mattress a bouncier feel right on top of the mattress without memory foam right on top, and with that kind of latex layer right on top, definitely a bouncier feel with the Helix Moonlight, easier to move around and change positions. But speaking of sleeping positions, back sleeping also just a little bit still too soft, I think, for a lot of back sleepers, but definitely better than the Helix Sunset in this position. Side sleeping though, still a very good match, I think, for a lot of side sleepers, some good pressure relief right on top of the bed, but still a little bit too soft, I think, for stomach sleepers. Then we have the Helix Midnight mattress, the most popular model in this line of mattresses. This mattress is actually a perfect medium firm. It's about 7 out of 10. It's a little bit firmer than average, but a very good balance of comfort and support. Now inside this mattress, specifically in the comfort layers, you're gonna have on top some Memory Plus foam with that slow moving memory foam feel. And beneath that, you're gonna have 2 layers of Helix responsive foam with a medium feel to give this mattress more of a medium balance of comfort and support. Now, speaking of feel overall, with that memory foam right on top, you get a little bit of that memory foam feel, but also it kind of has more of a balanced feel overall, so you're not gonna sink in too far and have trouble moving around and changing positions. But speaking of sleeping positions, this mattress is perfect for back sleeping. It is super close to medium firm, just what you want when you're in this position. You're gonna sink in, not too far when you're on your back, feel a little bit of contouring, and good overall support as well. Side sleeping, I think, also a decent match for side sleepers. If you just sleep in this position, you still might wanna opt for one of the softer models though. And I think for some stomach sleepers, it'll also be a good match, but if you just sleep in this position, take a look at one of the firmer models. Next up, we've got the Helix Dusk mattress, also close to the medium firm part of this mattress line. It scored close to a 7 out of 10, also like the Helix Midnight mattress. Now inside this mattress, you're also gonna have some Helix dynamic foam right on top of the mattress with a medium feel, and beneath that 2 layers of Helix responsive foam with a medium feel. Now, speaking of overall feel and bounce, this is a bouncier mattress overall, especially compared to the Helix Midnight. So you get that medium firmness, but you're not gonna sink in quite so far. And because of that, also a very good match for back sleeping, but not as much contouring as what you're gonna feel with the Helix Midnight. And side sleeping, some decent pressure relief for side sleeping, but not quite as pressure relieving as the Helix Midnight or the softer models in this line. But stomach sleeping, because you're not sinking in quite so far right on top of the mattress, I think a very good option for stomach sleepers. So if you sleep in this position but kind of roll around at night, it could be a good option for you. Next up, we have the Helix Twilight mattress, and now we're getting to the firmer end of the Helix Core mattress line. And for me, it scored close to a 7.5 out of 10, so definitely firmer than average. Inside this mattress right on top, you're gonna have a copper gel memory foam, and beneath that, you're gonna have 2 firm layers as well of the Helix responsive foam. And it's a firm version of that copper gel memory foam, so a firmer feel right on top of the mattress. But at the same time, with memory foam right on top, and while it is high density firmer memory foam, you still get a little bit of that slow moving memory foam feel right on top of the bed. Now, in terms of sleeping positions, back sleeping, I think a very good option for back sleepers who want something a little bit on the firmer side. Side sleeping, I think even with that memory foam right on top, you're not gonna feel the best pressure relief with this mattress. Again, it is on the firmer end of the mattress line, but I think a good match for a lot of stomach sleepers. And last up, we have the firmest mattress in the Helix Core line of mattresses. This is the Helix Dawn mattress. Now, this is gonna be close also to a 7.5 out of 10, but because of what's found inside, it's gonna feel a little bit more supportive than the Helix Twilight mattress. Namely, gonna have firm Helix dynamic foam right on top of the mattress and 2 firm layers of Helix responsive foam. You're not gonna sink too far into this mattress, a good overall supportive feel with the Helix Dawn. Now, speaking of feel, with dynamic foam right on top of the mattress, it's gonna feel definitely firmer and bouncier, so you sleep more again on top of this bed. Speaking of sleeping positions, I think a decent match for back sleepers who want something super firm, but otherwise they probably take a look at one of the medium firm models in this line. Side sleeping, definitely too firm on this mattress for side sleepers, but stomach sleeping is ideal on the Helix Dawn. But basically, you wanna know which mattress you should get. Let's talk about that right now. So in terms of who should get the Helix Sunset mattress, I think a good option if you like a super soft kind of plush mattress or you sleep primarily on your side. Now, in terms of who should get the Helix Moonlight mattress, also a good option, I think, for a lot of side sleepers, those who want something with just a little bit more support. Next up, in terms of who should get the Helix Midnight mattress, I think a good option for back and combo sleepers and those who like a memory foam feel right on top of the mattress. Then in terms of who should get the Helix Dusk mattress, a good option, I think, for back sleepers who want a little bit more bounce in their bed. In terms of who should get the Helix Twilight mattress, this is gonna be a good option for stomach sleepers and those who like a firmer mattress. And in terms of who should get the Helix Dawn mattress, a good option for people who want the firmest mattress possible and stomach sleepers who like a mattress with some good bounce. And don't forget, with all these mattresses, you are going to get a 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty. If you want some more info on any of these mattress models, head over to mattressclarity.com for the full written reviews and some great money-saving coupons. We'll see you next time.